Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my rapid chess series on chess.com. We are already at episode 20, and I'm really not a morning person, and most of the videos I've been recording right as I woke up, so yeah, sorry for that. In the afternoon and evenings, I'm so much more focused and better in chess. Um, But I digress. Anyways, let's try our best for a worthy opponent. No more excuses. You got a 1260, which is good odds for us. Let's go for a Karo Khan. Let's not waste time on the clock like we usually do. By we, I mean I. I'm responsible. Right. Which variation are we gonna play today? The advanced. Okay, we got plans. So let me think. To pin Vanites is kind of like a advanced variation. I'm gonna take the knight, not a problem. And I'm gonna push a pawn, definitely. Okay, so d4 is coming, which again, it's not a problem. So far, so good. It's a bit of a transposition, but position is still quite normal, except that his queen is out. How do we punish that? And the clock management is so far so good. Familiar position. I played Kadokan multiple times. If he's gonna take, should I even take back? Probably I'm just gonna. Actually, I don't know. I think I can just take back. Okay, I don't think that's a problem. Let's just go through with our plan. It's really not a problem. If he takes, I'm gonna take. And if he takes the c pawn, probably I'm gonna capture back with the bishop. That's a free pawn, and I'm developing a piece. Um, well, that's unexpected. But what if I bring out my queen? What is he gonna do? Here, here, here. So yeah, this is really unconventional, to be honest, but I'm not gonna overthinking think it. Let's just bring out our queen and just keep up with the clock. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Also, that's perfectly fine, but now I have a battery. That's really not a problem. That pawn even blocks his queen. So, um, but this is a such a nice move, actually. Should I continue to castle as quickly as possible? Or should I go for this move, actually? Probably he's gonna just wanna. Let's just go ahead and castle first. Maybe bring out the knight and centralize the rooks. But that's actually a good move. I'm just straight up winning pawn. Not. This year, I'm attacking, b2 twice. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do that next time. If I still can. So if you play something, yeah, 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 or the bishop here, then it's not gonna work anymore. But I think it's a nasty fork, though, isn't it? Am I missing something? Yeah, I was thinking that the bishop will stop my plan of, attacking twice the b pawn, and if the queen moves, I can trade queens and whatnot, and then pick up the remaining pawn. Or rook to d1 would have stopped my plan. So that's a move that I would make, develop the bishop, but unfortunately it runs into a fork, a pawn fork, and I don't think he has a way out, but let's see what he comes up with. Yeah, cannot really attack my queen. If he does, I'm gonna take him with a tempo. If he takes bishop, I can take back. It's protected, is not a problem. So takes, and again, he's gonna mean we're in a good spot. Um, yeah, yeah, that doesn't work. I can actually let him take. Um, gonna let him take, and I want to connect these two pawns. Actually, I can take back with the bishop, but if he takes back, that's not a problem. Oh, and he gives me a passed pawn. Well, that's marvelous, actually. Well, rook to d8 is a good principled move. Bishop to d4, guaranteed to win another pawn. But he can attack my bishop with tempo. I'm gonna have to take his pawn, I guess. And then he can attack my bishop again. And we're gonna have to retreat. It's gonna be pretty sad. A principled move. Yeah, I think bishop here is nice, but we already have a material advantage. We have a passed pawn. Queens are off the board. So I'm not going to run around after a pawn now because we have a material advantage. So let's keep the momentum, the the attack going and the threats. And probably the pawn push gonna be next. Oh, that's smart. All right, that's actually smart. Um, I have back rank issues first and foremost. Maybe now I can attack his knight. Hmm. Or I can go here, guard my pawn, and low-key threaten a fork. If I threaten the fork, he's just gonna attack my pawn, but he's protected twice, so I can come in with the other rook. Um, do I want my knights on f5? It's really tough choice. Knight on f5, knight on d5, and rook to d2. Rook to d2, his knight can hop in. Okay, he threatened a fork. Maybe he thinks we're just defending the pawn. That'll be brilliant. But most likely he's gonna attack the pawn anyway. Okay, so he notices the fork threat. But now he can threaten his knight. And I think we should. Because, yeah, if he gets here, it's not a problem. At this point, I'm happy to give up a bishop for his knight. Because it's his only remaining minor piece. We need that momentum. We're up on the clock. We're up material. So far, so good. I need not to blunder back rank. The good thing is I can no longer blunder my queen because I have no queen. So that's just perfect. And we have two connected pawns and four connected pawns. Two pawn islands Actually, and a passed pawn. And he has two. Okay, but that doesn't really work. I can actually take the pawn. We check. I think I'm gonna work him afterwards. So he can block with the pawn, I guess? Yeah, probably the best move is to block with the pawn. At which point I'm just gonna take his knight, double his pawns, and infiltrate with the rook and some h5 at some point. Oh no, he missed the best defensive resource. Um, so I'm gonna have to fork him. Obviously, he's going there, but instead he resigns. And yoo-hoo! This is history, guys, and girls, and women, and whoever. We just crossed 1200. Wow, 1200. Let's see if I have a game review for today. And I do. And it's above 90%. All right. He played brilliantly. Just had one blunder and one mistake. Um, that's really not bad, but it was just a short game. Um, I had zero blunders, zero mistakes, zero inaccuracies, one opportunity, but other than that, everything was nice. I had a great move and 13 best moves with two excellents instead of 6 and 7 for him. So that's really not bad. Um, see, but my opponent didn't play the best, so it was easier to find the best move, let's say. Um, so yeah, he played like book moves, but then he got his queen out early. That was strange. Um, wow, pin for the win. It's actually the best move. Take is the best move. Um, it is the best move to take with the queen, but and ending up in this situation already is like not ideal, in my opinion. With the queen out, best move still, best move, best guys. So many best moves. Um, and c5 is best move, best move, best move. Oh my lord. Queen to b6 is best move. I mean, it felt nice, but rarely a queen move early is the best preferred choice by the engine. I took back with the pawn. That's not a problem. Still the best move. Excellent. But I develop another piece. I'm making a battery. So, um, yeah, I don't know if taking is that good. Yeah, he should have developed. It was a bit premature. He should have developed his bishop now instead of later because it costed him a lot. So he castles. He gets out of this threat. Sorry, the threat of the bishop taking with the pin. So that's a no-brainer. I developed my last minor piece. Best move. Well, I can't go to f6. So realistically, I only have two choices. Um, but knight on the rim is dim. So that's what I'm saying. It's 90 plus accuracy, but I had a lot of easy moves. Like, this is the best move, but it's kind of like a no-brainer if you follow, basic principles. Right. I saw this move. Well, I was ready to castle anyway, so only after that I saw the move. Um, but he blunders, and I found the counter. Uh-huh. I found the fork. Excellent, best. Excellent, best. So it's best move to take with a pawn. Interesting. Yeah, he should have taken. Um, all right, that's excellent. Computer wants me to push b5. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Best move, good move. I mean, in a different situation, probably I would have played, but I don't know. I played psychologically as well. Since he made a blunder, I knew he was prone to make another one. I know he doesn't feel that confident, after making a blunder. You tend to criticize yourself and judge yourself and play worse moves. That's why I went here. I'm like, maybe he maybe he just thinks I'm protecting the pawn and he blunders the fork. But he didn't blunder the fork, so that was nice. Um wow, and I I thought about it. I don't know if I actually said it, but I wanted to suggest during the match that I plan on playing H5 in the future. That's interesting. Now the computer um, is already okay with that. Uh, Probably the reason being because it stops G4. No, it doesn't really stop it, but it kind of counters it. Okay, so now we pick up a free pawn, and apparently this is excellent, but yeah, pushing the pawn would have been the best move. And we fork him. Um, let's see how how the match could have continued. It's already a +6 advantage, so that's massive. You don't want to run into a pin and a double check, of course. So you'll go here. I would take the rook. You want to keep pressure on the pawn, so maybe you take with the king, and then it's a +6 advantage. Yeah, it's pretty much lost. If he plays a waiting move, oh, actually, it's my turn. I can even give up this pawn. Yeah, I've got multiple options. Probably the easiest is to here, 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 something like that. And just my back rank is weak, basically. So that could have been a continuation, but we played the opening with 100% accuracy in the Karokan, and the middle game with a great exclamation point, 91. He played 94 in the opening and just 69 in the middle game. And computing my performance as a 1900. which is an exaggeration, of course. But if I could consistently play this well, that would be amazing. Um, and finally, because I told you it was bugged for some reason. Um, but finally, now when you go uh, to check my rapid rating, finally it says the correct number now. So the highest 1205, because before it said my highest rating was 1200, but I've never been 1200. So now it's legit. Okay, so we have a hundred and five elo gain in the past 30 days apparently. 89th percentile. I'm not too sure about that. Um, so yeah, today's date. That's amazing. We do have a 70% win rate still, but it's only 20 games. That's for the previous 30 days. And we need to wait. Is this my today's opponent? 1285? No, no. So that's my best win. Okay, so I never lost on timeout, which is absolutely incredible because I'm always slow with the clock. Um, and mostly we won by resignation. Okay, and the all-time chart, if you're curious, um, yeah, but I just had a huge jump here. I wasn't like really fully calibrated. Um, so it's not that accurate. But 748 points gained. That's a lot. Um, and yeah, that's the overview of my profile. We are at 4,669 games. Although I used to play a lot of Blitz and Bullet, sometimes unrated as well. Um, and that's it. Big news for today. We crossed 1200. Probably we're gonna lose, lose, win bunch of games. Um, and we're gonna drop below probably quite a few times um, before, calibrating again, kind of. So, yeah, I'm expecting to drop below 1200 a few times maybe, and then have a steady growth and a nice winning streak. And after we get to 1230, 1240, then we can start thinking about getting 1300. But so far, so good. Um, Today we played well. And what did we learn today from today's match? To not blunder a pawn fork, I guess. And um, from my opponent's mistakes, of course. I always try to learn from them as well. I think it was his last move. He should have definitely pushed the pawn to block because he ran into the second fork. So it was resignation time. But that's about it. And not much else to say, yeah? I guess I'll see you tomorrow and have a great day. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.